All right. What's up, everybody? We are here with a series that has been highly recommended to me from the Wardy Summit TV qualifiers. We've got Percival at the bottom right, Estrella in the top left, representing Alpha X. And people have told me that this may be one of the dumbest series they've ever watched. There was someone tweeting about with some screenshots of it. I won't give away what I saw in those screenshots. And people were like tagging me and Loco and saying, you guys are going to cast this. Oh, I got to go check it out. Loco, Pig. And I was like, it does look really dumb from those screenshots. And people were like, yeah, no, this is a once in a million series of just special tactics. And I was like, all right, man, let's see what happens. Well, we're already starting out with Percival with a barracks on the low ground. For those who don't know, Percival is a very good Terran player in Korea. He's made it to GSL a bunch of times. Obviously, people will be like, well, I've never seen him get top 4 in a GSL. And, you know, that's the thing with sports, guys, especially 1v1 sports and competitions. When you have guys who are ranked 40 or 50 in the world and they're playing against guys who are ranked 1 and 2 and 3, that's the way seeding often goes in 1v1 tournaments. They don't make it that far that often. It's very hard to break out in 1v1 tournament formats where almost all the tournaments are seeded. Now, Estrella is going for the goal base completely blind. Percival is going Proxy Reaper double gas. Oh my god, this game is going to absolutely hit the fan so quickly. Is he proxying? What? What is he? Wait. And Percival is checking. Oh, he sees the probe. Percival sees the probe. Okay, so Percival finds Estrella. Estrella's like, fine, I won't proxy. I'll just... And he doubles back and goes for it anyway. Okay, we are in for something absolutely redonkulous. Cybercore, second gas are on the way behind it. The second pylon goes down at the front. He shouts the gold nexus, does Percival. He's going to bunker it? He's going to bunker it. Okay, so he's going to Reaper bunker rush to the gold base to deny mining. What's he going to proxy? Is it Robo? Is he just going to all in and the gold is a distraction? If he recalls probes or anything, he's screwed. He cannot use that gold base. Basically, Australia needs to give up on the gold. He's going to go proxy Stargate. And oh my god, Percival is going Marauders reactively because he sees this gold base. He's like, I don't think you can beat concussive Marauders. So he's going to reactively go concussive Marauders and Hellions, I would imagine. Yeah, Hellions. Concussive Marauders and Hellions, which is actually super brilliant. That probe will be going down there. The problem is he won't have anything that shoots up. If Estrella goes straight for a Void Ray, he'll be good. Problem is, Estrella doesn't have the info. He doesn't know what's going on. He has no idea what he's up against. So he really does not have the information right now. He's got an Adept coming across this map. Another Adept and Warp Gate are on the way right now. I think he's thinking about, okay, he's going to give up the gold. Clever play for Estrella. So he takes another Nexus. He says, fine, I'll just give up on that. But Marauder's going to tag him. Adept's pretty good at beating Hellion, but it's not good at beating a Marauder. It does very little damage to it. The Adept does shade away. He's got to keep this alive. He's got to be really careful right now. First Oracle is on the way. That could do massive damage. The Tech Lab is there, but it's not quite finished. But that Oracle, yeah, it's going to have a big window to do damage. I think this is great. If Estrella goes straight into the main with the Oracle, he could kill, I think, at least 4 or 5 SCVs before the Cyclone's out. But it looks like... No, don't rally over there. Why are you trying... You've got another Nexus. You don't need to save that. Oh, he's going to try and save it. The problem is there's a bunker. You know there's a bunker. He can just run away into the bunker. I mean, he can kill the Hellion for sure. He does kill the Hellion, which is not a bad kill, but the Marauder will easily get to safety. Nothing here shoots up. The Oracle's going to run out of energy well before it can kill that bunker. Look at that. The SCV hops out, hops in. Oh, clever Percival with some fancy micro. The Adepts are doing good damage to the Marauder, but that bunker, once it's out of energy, hops out, starts repairing, and that Nexus will be in big trouble. We've got a Cyclone coming now as well. There is another Oracle out, but the first Oracle's out of energy. An Oracle can beat a Cyclone, but it depends who gets the first shot off. Estrella doesn't know about it, and that Cyclone, if it locks onto the high energy Oracle, it's going to be good. Oh, he manually locks on! If he A-moved, it would have locked onto the other Oracle because it was closer, but he manually locked on to the high energy Oracle, shuts it down, and that should be GG. That should be GG. Shutting down the high energy Oracle was key. If he A-moved that, Percival actually loses that Cyclone before the medevac could get here, and then this is looking really good for Estrella. But as it is, Estrella's trying to get 3 gateways into Twilight. He has 1 Adept. I don't even know where that Adept is right now. 1 Adept and 1 Stalker. There's a Cyclone, Marauders with Concussive, and a medevac coming. I believe Estrella may very well be in Dicktown, guys. He is not in a good position right now. The Cyclone, they're doing some damage. Medevac needs to save the Cyclone. Percival! Oh no, he loses his Cyclone. Bit of a mistake there. Does it matter though? It looks like an Oracle goes in, picks off a few SCVs, but the Viking will potentially take that one out. The probe's getting taken down. The Viking catches it. No, it doesn't. The Oracle slides on out of the main after getting 4 SCVs, but 7 probes have already gone down. Stalker's no match for this Marauder, medevac, and Cyclone army. Estrella trying to defend the gold. A terrible mistake for him in this game. I think if that Oracle goes straight into Percival's main, he could have won from this situation. I think the extra Nexus at home made perfect sense, but trying to defend the gold, not a good decision there. Percival takes a ridiculous map 1. All right, guys, let's go into game number 2. What a banging way to start the series. Percival in the bottom right here, looking like an absolute monster. And is that a Team Liquid logo, guys? That looks like a Team Liquid logo. Percival's not on Team Liquid, is he? He's going for a proxy barracks right next to Estrella's base. Estrella looks like he is going to scout this time around, though. This is going to be a weird opening. We'll see how this goes. We've got a gas there and another gas. And here we go. Command Center is building double gas behind it. More SCVs. Is this just... I think this is just meant to be a really quick Reaper, right? It's so close. Probe comes in. Estrella's like, ooh, okay, I'm getting proxied. Does that change the plan? He wasn't taking a second gas. But now he does. Yeah, okay. So he's reactively going second gas. He needs to put 3 on gas, start the cyber core. So he's going to do some sort of tech transition. Instead of going for the next, I think that's because he's afraid of Marauders. I think he's like, look, I'm playing Percival, I'm down a game. He could totally be doing some crazy Marauder stuff, like with a factory Marauder Hellion. Like, let's just not take the Expo, build the Zealot, get the second pylon, play this really safe. That is a very good choice for me. Cancels the Zealot, though, to keep up probe production. Interesting. Reaper definitely could find a couple of kills. Bunker already going up at home for Percival, so Percival is very afraid of what could come in. That does delay his factory by a few seconds, as he's very short on minerals. Factory will now go down. The Reaper about to come in. SCV is hiding in the back for a follow-up scout. First Reaper's coming in, second Reaper on the way. Estrella's Stalker just started. Oh my god. He better have the probe micro of the gods right now, because... oh man, it's so weak. Oh, he's got to pull some more probes to chase this Reaper away. He's very good probe micro so far, but he loses at least 2 probes here. If he loses only 1, that would be god tier. No way. Only 1 probe. Well done. Wow, I was not expecting that. Both players are hiding in each other's backdoor. Estrella is going to try and proxy behind the main base of Percival. Oh my god. Percival still got 2 Reapers out. He could jump in and get a few more probes. There's only 1 Stalker. A sentry building right now for Estrella as well. Nexus does go down. And it looks like Tech Lab going up on the factory. Command Center on the high ground. The barracks is going to float home as well. Reaper's going to jump in, see if they can find some more damage. But the sentry can definitely block him. They don't see the Twilight Council going up. Ooh! Oh my god. Okay, doesn't quite kill the sentry, but he does damage it. A starport going up in the back. Okay, so Percival is proxy starporting in Estrella's backdoor. Percival is getting proxied by Estrella in his backdoor. Neither player knows that they are about... I mean, this is... oh my god, there are so many really rough analogies that I want to make right now about this series. I'm like, what happens when you both surprise each other at the same time? I don't know what the hell is going to happen. Is it just a Liberator? Looks like a DT Shrine proxied in the back of his base. Okay, so it's going to be DT proxy up against Tech Lab. Okay, so it's Banshees versus Dark Templar. Okay, invisible shooty flying things or invisible men. What wins out? Problem, you can't build a Raven at home, right? And that's what so many Terrans rely on. So that's one problem. There will be 2 orbitals at least, which will allow a lot of scans. Problem, shield battery. Means the Banshees can't one-shot units unless there's 2 of them. A single DT will one-shot SCVs, will do catastrophic damage, whereas you're going to need to wait for 2 Banshees to get in. On the other hand, the first Banshee should be out well before the Dark Shrine kicks in. 32 probes for Estrella, 2 gateways. He's adding charge in here. He didn't go blink, so he's going straight charge. SCV shows itself from his backdoor. That may be a very bad idea, because that does give away that he was back there. Oh no, what a bad move! Percival! Percival! Oh, Estrella, the wise man, gives no tell. He's left his probe hiding in the back. He just, look, he's only going to tell you at the last second and says, I hope you're okay with this, and bam, it's already in there. Percival says, hey, are you okay with this? And that might be okay in a lot of social situations, but when you're trying to kill your opponent in war, do not warn them about the secret assault you're preparing in the back of their base. Estrella putting down another shield battery in his natural. He's going to need a robo to see this, but he doesn't have the gas. He warps in 2 DTs. He makes... oh, he does have a robo, doesn't he? He's going a prism and 2 DTs. He's going to drop them in the back of the base, and then he can maybe make an observer and recall it. Oh my god, he's already got 2 Stalkers at home. The Cyclone and the Reaper pick off a few probes. Good skirmish going on. Estrella's already lost one of his Stalkers, which means he's lost half of his anti-air. These Banshees could be devastating. The question is, though, does Percival have any answer to this? He's got a handful of Marines and a tank. 2 DTs dropped in the main base. He's got to grab those SCVs. He's just dropped a mule. He literally just dropped a mule. You're kidding me. The anti-timing mule drop. Oh, Percival is going to be so mad. He's only now starting an engineering bay, and he's got 30 seconds till he gets the energy. Banshees come in, they start taking out the sentries. They need to focus on the probes. He's going to try and shift click that, but that takes a lot of micro. Recalling the observer from the other side of the map. The Stalkers and the sentries push the Banshees back after just 4 probe kills. This is a very good move by Australia. DTs are on top of the bases, the Marines going down, the Cyclone falling. The engineering bay is not even finished. He's got a scan. He does take out 1 Dark Templar. The tank almost goes down, but there's another DT in the main. The Banshees need to get more damage. They've still only killed 4 probes, and one of the Banshees goes down. That is a disaster for Percival, who gets a bit nervous there, asks for permission, and gives away the strategy. The probe coming in there, a big mistake for Percival. I still think it would have gone rough for him, but man, what a clash. Both players in each other's backdoors at the same time on the same map. That is amazing. Straya ties up the series. All right, let's go. Game number 3. In the top right, we have Percival. Bottom left, we've got Australia, who's already sending a probe across the map, and oh my god, the cheese does not stop. This is one of his very first workers going right across the map. He hasn't even built a pylon at home, which tells us he's up to no good. Oh my god, Australia is proxy gating. Okay, now, I don't think the cannon zealot rush is something we really see much versus Terran anymore. It's very common versus Protoss back in the day. Excuse me, just had to burp there, so I muted my mic quickly. But essentially, yeah, I mean, I don't know what this is. So it's double 16 gate. Does he take a gas behind it? Okay, so he does get a gas. Okay, so he's going to build a few zealots into probably like Stalkers and Adepts and just try to get some siege damage done. Trying to overwhelm Percival has not really done much. And this seems like a pretty normal scout, right? This kind of seems like, oh yeah, maybe after gateway. Actually, maybe not. If you think about it, that probe came in a bit too early for a gate scout, I believe. I think it should have come in a few seconds later to sell the story. But who knows if Percival noticed that or not. He's just sending an SCV scout out now. It's a pretty late SCV scout, so he might already commit to the command center before realizing. He shouldn't. No, I think he'll get there just in time to realize, uh-oh, no Nexus, don't build your CC. If he builds a command center down here, he's in big trouble, guys, because those gateways are already finishing. We've already got 1 zealot started, a 2nd zealot started. Second pylon's up at home. SCV comes in. He sees no Nexus. He sees the cyber core going down, and Percival's like, whoa! Command center on the high ground. And that is absolutely the right way to do it. Australia, he's got a probe in the main, but he's just going to be trapped in here, so that probe can't really do much. Bunker's going to go up immediately on the high ground. Weird position for the bunker, because that, I don't know if that's a wall-off. Probably is. Probe there is just going to get taken out, and, oh, he puts a pylon down. Okay. Well, I don't know what function that serves, guys, but oh no, he bounced a zealot on the inside of the wall. Percival, no, that zealot is just going for the depot. Funnily enough, though, it's not going towards the workers, but that's hilarious. The zealot now running away, and actually, you know what, the Reaper has to go all the way around to get at it. Look at this, the pylon has created a wall unless he lowers the depot, which would let other zealots in. This zealot being on the other side is really annoying. Percival's Reaper can't get to it. He's already lost 3 SCVs. The zealot goes back north to regen some shields. Oh my god, the Reaper there shooting the zealot right now as well. That zealot's going to go after some SCVs. He's regenning a bit of shields, pulls the Reaper back for a little bit. Can he get an SCV? No, he does end up going down before he gets anything else, but nonetheless, 3 SCVs. This pylon was actually genius. I was like, what? Why is he building that pylon? Well, apparently there's a pretty good reason, guys. Funnily enough, I do think maybe he could have gone after this bunker with the zealots and the stalkers. I mean, he could maybe try to bust it. Percival only has 1 SCV nearby. He's still trying to break the depot, though. He's using the pylons, of course, for the high ground vision. The zealots are going to come forward as well, trying to rotate back these units. There's just not that much damage output from 2 Marines and 1 Reaper, but Australia does end up losing that zealot, and it seems like the aggression is over. The Nexus starts up behind it. Australia taking a 2nd gas. My god. He has to maintain this position, because if he gives up this position, he loses all of his production. Equal workers, command center is finished. I think Percival's in a pretty good spot in this scenario. And it seems like, yeah, I mean, he lost some SCVs, but 3 SCVs for 3 zealots, a probe, a pylon, and more importantly, the fact that your opponent cut workers very early and didn't start a Nexus. Whereas you got that command center up, and having now 2 barracks and a factory, that's going to allow him to get out. Maybe a Cyclone just to be safe against the Oracle, but he might even just go straight Siege Tank since he knows the opponent's tech is going to be very, very delayed. And, oh, 2 probes go down. What is this? Oh, the Reaper sneaks in. The Reaper sneaks in and gets 2 probes. Well done. Oh, very, very good. 27 SCVs versus 23 probes. That's really bad. And he does indeed go straight tank. Percival's going to try and move down. The Stalkers and the Adepta, or Zealot, sorry, are hanging out here still. I guess they're going to try and slow this down. But, I mean, Marines on their own definitely can't deal with this. Percival's got to be careful. Ooh, I think Australia could run up that ramp. Yeah, he's going to go for it. He runs up the ramp a little bit, but he's got to let the Zealot in front. Does let it in front now. Oh, he shoots the command center. Bit of a mistake there. Gets 1 Marine, 2 Marine, 3 Marines. Doesn't want to lose the Stalkers, though. He's got to be careful. He rotates them. Gets another Marine and oh, doesn't quite focus fire there. Good trades, though. This is really important. He's getting value out of this. He lost a Zealot there for like 5 Marines. Does take damage on these Stalkers, and this tank is going to siege up. But it looks like it can only reach to there. Estrella seems to be aware of this. Yeah, look at that. He's going to grab one of these SCVs, being very annoying here. He's going to force that command center to lift and pull back. Look for any of these Marines that expose themselves as well. The tank is now repositioning. He's got more tanks and more bio on the way. Australia's got a robo and double probe production going, but he will eventually get cornered. If he stays down here too long, he's got to be careful. Yeah, you don't want to lose all these Stalkers. I get what Australia's trying to do. It's just such a fine line between going too deep here. The tank's now in range. He doesn't see it, of course, and that's where he's going to take some big damage. 1 Stalker goes down, 2 Stalkers. Tank almost lands a shot on the 3rd. Oh, he goes in and purposely takes that shot, but no, he takes a 2nd one. 3 Stalkers falling there for an extra few Marines and SCVs. Not as worth it as the earlier trades. And look at the way Percival's just moving forwards. If he can get rid of this, he knows he's in a good spot. Estrella cannot afford to lose these gateways. It's his only production right now. He's going to shade the Adepts forward. The Stalkers take another tank shot. He's going to split the Adept shades and go for it. He's trying to drag the tank friendly fire onto each other. He does get rid of one of the tanks. The Adepts go down. He loses another Stalker. Man, I don't know about these trades. I understand why he's doing it. He's trying to keep the gateways alive because he's broke. Dude, he's only up 5 workers. Do you know how bad this is in PvT? He needs a Robo Bay, but he's starving for money. He's got an Observer here now, at least. He can try to pick off a Marine. There we go. That was worth it. Only really loses shields. But as Percival gets this tank sieged, oh, look at that. But no high ground vision. Okay, good moves by Australia. Australia can, yeah, good job. But I like this movement. The way the Marines spot the high ground there, the tank covers them. He's going to depower these gateways and fall back. Very well done by Percival. Now, there is a prism there with 2 Adepts. It takes 3 Adepts to one-shot workers, so not the most effective thing. Scan to kill the Observer. Turret goes up in case of DT follow-up. Percival's just playing safe and solid. He does need to get a starport now as well, so that he can actually get into medevacs. For now, it's just pure bio tank. A big army, which is going to be near impossible for, of course, Australia to stop. Stim, shields, concussive, massive bio tank force. Australia, get out of there! Oh, he pulls back just in time. Here comes the Adept drop into that main base. He's going to get maybe 1 or 2 SCVs. It's okay, 1 SCV. Can he get 2? He's going to get 2. Can he get 3? 3 SCVs. Oh, 4 SCVs. That's actually pretty good for a 2 Adept drop. But oh no, the Stalkers. They actually get a bit of damage on the tank, but then the Stim for the punish. Oh my lord. Bunch of Stalkers going down. Remember, guys, he lost all of his gateways. He's got 3 more building at home. They're not here yet. He's got 1 Disruptor. The Hail Mary Disruptor. All hail the one almighty ball. He that stands between me and defeat, I must kill. 2 Marauders and 10 Marines. Otherwise you're dead. That Disruptor needs to kill everything. Force fields warping in at the last second. Oh, can he kill the tanks maybe? Oh, good shot, but he doesn't quite get the tank on the left. Hits 1 tank and some of the bio. Not quite enough to clear it all out, though. And he's going to lose the Robo. He's dropping 2 Adepts at home. Australia just does not have the numbers. This has been a very good defense. Battery overcharge, trying to keep the Robo alive. The Stalker Sentry trying to come forward. He needs the extra Disruptor. He needs a double set. But he cannot get the full set of the Disruptors out. And so he's going to be overwhelmed here. Oh! Gets a few Marauders and Marines, but a few Marauders and Marines ain't enough, man. This is an endless stream of bio tank. Percival's like, starports are for sissies. I don't need none of that. We don't need healing. We stim till we win. And yeah, every single stim is definitely taking you 1 step closer to the grave. But of course, these Terran units, they've got heart. They've got heart and commitment. And they're not afraid, man. They're brave, you know. They take the risks. They go deep when others are too afraid to. Marines on the high ground spotting there. Disruptor throws a ball out, doesn't find anything. That's a beautiful play here from Percival. Bio. Oh! Whoa. Okay, let's see. Australia pulls some magic. If he defends this army, he is a wizard, and I'm going to send him an invite to Hogwarts. I don't know if I have that. as something that I'm allowed to do, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to literally pick him up in my motorbike with a little side carriage on it, Hagrid style. Ooh, okay, nice disruptor shot. Gets a few Marauders, tank in the red. Hasn't depowered the production yet. Estrella's like, I can do this. I've got 4 Stalkers cutting off the reinforcements. And he's going to try for some magic. He's going to try and get the tanks to friendly fire. He brings the friendly fire into the bio there. The tanks do hit a few of their own units. Is that enough, though? The Stalkers have overcommitted on the other side of the map. He's got to go. Another Disruptor goes out. It's going to get rid of 4 or 5 Marines there. Dude, the Disruptors have been amazing. Estrella wearing this down. His Nexus is about to die, so he has to pull the boys and go. He's going to try and go in. There's a bunker and 4 siege tanks left, though, and Percival absolutely annihilating. 4 Stalkers from behind in the rear with the gear. I don't know why those tanks ran away. I guess because he was going to lose vision. I think they should have just stayed sieged and kept shooting the whole time. Could have dropped a scan as well if he needed to. But looks like Estrella is going to do the impossible. I know he's dead, and he knows he's dead, but he's still getting that invite to Hogwarts, okay, guys? He's still getting that invite to Hogwarts. This one deserves it, man. The fact that he cleared that army up and is like, let's chrono boost a new Disruptor out and make 2 Zealots, like, that's some cool stuff, man. Estrella doing Estrella things, and Percival's like, okay, can you leave now? Wait, there's a 3rd up? Oh my god, I didn't even realize there was a 3rd up, Jesus. Percival's army looks kind of trash, but his army supply looks fine. I mean, what do we got? 6 Stalkers, a Disruptor, a Warp Prism, and 2 Zealots? Oh, run away, run away, run away. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, cancels, realizing it's gonna get taken out. New Disruptor shot comes forward. 2 Marauders and a Marine, not bad. Probes pulled, Stalkers in from behind, in the rear with the gear. The Marines and the Marauders say, none of that, boss. And they will take down the Stalkers, take down the Probes, and Percival's second wave looks like it'll get her done. Get her done. No? Estrella's like, I will survive. I don't know about you guys, but that's his favorite song. Estrella hailing from San Francisco, for those who don't know, his name's Max Angel. Some say that is a magician's name. Anyway, you know, more like a hack magician who cuts people in half or pretends to, you know, that stuff rather than a Harry Potter magician that actually does real magic. But you know what? Estrella's still alive. He loses 21 more probes, but he's like, it's all right. I got a firm set of Disruptors in me, Prism. Let's go, man. You know what's funny, guys? Percival doesn't have a 3rd command center. The fact that these armies are being held is ridiculous. Now, he's up 30 workers, so I think he's all right, I gotta say. I think he's in a pretty good position. Some would say optimal. And he can always lift his command centers out. The Disruptors are gonna go for some damage. Let's see, 8 SCVs, I bet. Oh, 7? Wow, 10 SCVs. That's a big double shot there. Don't think it really matters too much. Percival can transfer back from the oversaturated base there. Funny, this gateway never got depowered, of course. Estrella never had the room or the map control for it. He's trying to build an Immortal. Immortals to deal with the tanks and the Marauders. Disruptors, of course, to try and land the splash damage. He's got the Disruptors on the high ground. I do like this. He's trying to surprise him. Oh, he's going for the tanks. Oh, he damages them, but he doesn't kill them. And then the Observer goes down. Percival's like, okay, if you're doing that shot, then you must be watching me. Another Disruptor shot comes forward. It's a surprise! Oh! That was a big one, dude. Estrella, he recalls it as well. He was expecting Percival to try and stim on it, but oh, no. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Oh my god. Dude, if Estrella wins this game, he's actually just ridiculous. This is insane. This is, oh, no, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. No, you can't lose that. That's your lifeline. Oh my god, 7 hit points on the Warp Prism. For those who are wondering, are you biased? Are you cheering for Estrella? Duh! In case you hadn't noticed, obviously, guys, he's one of my favorite players. Also, just in this situation, he's so dead that I'm cheering always for the guy to make the comeback. Percival's though like, come on, man, I'm not going to throw this game, pig, and he does get the 2-1 lead. Very well played and good defense of that proxy gate by Percival. All right, guys, Percival up 2-1 in this best of 5. And he is in the bottom left of Data C. He's doing well. I like it that he went very aggro in game 1 and kind of reacted to Estrella's silly gold base, slapped him down. Game 2, Estrella did get him with the DTs. A bit of a bummer that he showed the SCV from the proxy, but just good defensive macro play into a counter push to punish the guy who built all of his production on your side of the map. A good way to do it. Estrella here looks like he might be playing a bit more of a standard opening. Just kind of gate scout for now seems to be the go. I imagine this probe is, clicked into the Terran main, so he is scouting the main. gas goes down. He could go second gas, and that would obviously be what tells us he's doing more of a one base opening. But for now, looks a bit more standard for both players. Are we going to see them both take a deep breath and play some normal StarCraft, or are they going to keep just swinging for the fences? Percival, they're pulling guys off the close mineral patches onto the gas. Oof, not my favorite. De-optimized his mining with that one, but he fixes it. He fixes it, so I'm okay with it. For those who don't know, if you are inefficient with your miners at the start of the game while being a pro player, I take it as a personal affront. I get very offended casting Hero in Dark. What can I say? I'm like, stop it! Optimize your worker mining. And people watching are like, yeah, Pig, those 7 minerals that you get extra every game, do they help when you're playing against Dark and Hero in the weekly cup? And I'm like, yes! I would die even quicker if I didn't do that. You shut your mouth, internet. You can't judge me. Well, you can. Objectively, you can judge me. There's nothing I can do about it. Oh, probe goes down. Nice little catch there with the Marine. Low ground command center. So he's going to go quick factory as Percival. Behind this, Gateway, Cybercore, second gas is up. All right, seems like a pretty chill opening. So with this opening, you do skip production on this, right? Because you go Marine, then you pause production, and then you go Reactor. Now, something you can do is you can actually delay the Marine and build the command center first. That's a way you can get the command center up earlier, because the problem with this build order, if you think about it, if he went Cybercore before Nexus, Chronoed and Adept, that would be popping, shading across this map, and it would get here before the command center is finished, kill the SCV, ruin Percival's entire build order. So a really advanced thing which Maru, TY, a few of those guys started doing when that was the meta, they just said, cool, just cancel the Marine, build the command center 5 seconds earlier. The Adept would get there, command center is finished, and it couldn't actually kill the SCV in time. And the Terran was like, hey, I get a quick factory up and a quick command center. Maybe you pick off the SCV on the natural, but it's nowhere near as bad as getting it blocked now. What is this? He goes proxy starport. Okay, just when I'm like, it's a normal game. Percival goes for proxy starport. Estrella goes right to it because he was planning to take the third anyway. Scouts the starport and just drops the third. Oh no. So, okay, Estrella's playing a sick macro game. He's got the sentries, 2 sentries, so that he can scout with hallucination. So he's going for the I'm going to have non-stop vision of what you're doing, and forces him to cancel the starport and takes a 2-minute 45 third base. This is a sick puppy build order. No tech for Estrella, guys. Just 3 gates. Notice how he's pulled workers off gas here. He's only got 2 mining each. He's just making a bunch of sentries to give him vision. And then he's just going to be making gateway units off 3 gates and going into... Oh, wait, did he just wall off with a robo? What? He's full walled his base with a robo. Does that mean he's going to cancel one of the gateways? He blocks the Hellions. Percival's like, oh, what the hell, man? This is so annoying. And he's just getting blocked by buildings. Australia's like, yeah, I didn't build any units, so I'm just defending with a wall. Oh my god, this is a sick build order for Australia. So dirty, greedy. And obviously he's doing this in response to the fact that he saw that it was a fast factory. He knew this was a Marine first. He knew Marine first goes into factory first. He cancels the gateway there and warps in a few stalkers. This is a lovely build order. He's already up 9 workers. He's chronoing probes on all 3 Nexi. So it's a 3-gas build order. He's resaturated these gases. Expect a Twilight and a Robo Bay, I think, to both be going down soon. Oh, good intercept. Very good intercept from Percival. And Percival's actually going Banshees. So Percival's just saying, just make fighting units and go kill him. So I think with this, you want to pull SCVs and build bunkers as well. You got to pull even just 2 SCVs. With this sort of build, I think he should pull those for sure. Now, the problem Percival's having is he's up against a guy who's... Actually, it's only 2 gate, because the 3rd gate did get cancelled. There's no Immortal on the way. Seeing this coming, he's got a Chrono and Immortal right now. He's got 275, 100. That's a very expensive unit, but the Immortal is the hard counter to the tank. Banshees and Cloak are coming in behind this as well. More tanks rallying across. He pulls the boys. 5 SCVs have been pulled into this. Percival does not want to let this 3rd get up. There's no shield battery. That's a big mistake, I think, for Australia. The sentries just well positioned enough to get rid of these Hellions. Oh, beautiful play by him. But the army is ready on the left side. This is going to be a close fight. There's no battery down, as we mentioned. It's all about the raw firepower. The Banshee! Oh, it almost goes down. He's going to go for the tank. Guardian Shield, a very effective ability. He should focus the Banshee. Estrella, if he gets that Banshee, that'll be huge. He gets the Banshee in the tank. It's just Marines and SCVs. He pulls the probes. An easy hold for Estrella, who's on 60 probes. And Estrella pulls off one of the most disgustingly greedy builds that I have seen in a long time. My lord. That is a dirty one. He's trying to catch that tank still, but Percival wisely pulls back. Still got Cloak on the way. Maybe Percival can make something of this, but remember, he didn't build a second and third barracks. He went for the aggression he needed to get a bunker up and make that worth it. But Estrella just said, look, yes, I'm getting a greedy economy, but I'm not getting that much tech. I'm delaying my tech massively to have an abundance of units out. And that is exactly what he did, just making units nonstop off his gateway, making units off the second gate. And it's almost like his whole plan was to bait him in. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Did he just kill a tank and 2 Marines with this Immortal? The Immortal, I think it was an accidental rally because his observer was rallied to the front. The Immortal just wandered over and caught a tank and 2 Marines with the rally. You are kidding me. And then he recalls it home as well. Oh my God, that was literally the best accidental robo rally I've ever seen. You see, he's rallied it there because that's where he wants his observers to go. Oh my God. And yeah, he baited Percival into being aggressive. You've got to remember, if they go for fast tech and a super fast third Nexus, you can kill them. But if they just do one of them, you can't force the win as Terran. So I think Percival saw that Nexus and it just triggered him. It's something so out of the realm of ordinary experience. He's like, you shouldn't be able to defend this, go. And he kind of did this half-cock push, which I don't think he was planning anything like that from the start. So it wasn't as efficient as if he'd planned it from the start of the game. And it didn't quite work out. He only gets 1 or 2 probes blocked by the observers. Estrella's already thinking about a 4th base. And this is classic Estrella, right, guys? He was moving out there with a probe towards the 4th. He's like, yeah, I need a 4th base right now. And I'm like, dude, you're up against the guy who's on 2 base whose stim just started. Go win the game, mate. Estrella's like, no, no, no. I'm going to take a 4th while going Colossus. Oh, this is game over. He's crushing Percival in this one. But remember, Percival's up in the series. So it will be a 2-1 or 2-2 situation after this game. They'll be going to game 5. I feel like Estrella often makes it look kind of scary for himself in these scenarios because he'll like probe to 85 workers versus a guy that's 2 base all inning. But I just can't imagine him losing. He's already ahead on army supply. He's got 8 gateways. He's got Blink, +2 charge. He's got that Viagra upgrade starting up as well. First Colossus is almost halfway done. And yeah, that's just such a good position. Banshee comes in the main, and the Stalkers and the Observer do push it back. Get out of there, Percival. Run! Oh, Percival. Way too greedy, man. He scans, he sees all these units, and he's like, okay, we got to do it. The Observer sees the move out. Estrella, surprised he doesn't send the Observer up. Hopefully he noticed that army coming. He's moving forward to intercept. 5 barracks are up. These 2 now have add-ons as well. Stim, shields, and +1 will be finishing in the near future. Stim and shields done in 10 seconds. +1 won't be done for another 40 seconds. The Observer sees everything. Estrella definitely should be microing this Observer's back to see exactly where the army is. He's going to use this one to kind of catch the motion of it. And there we go. The army is on the right side. His army's moving over there. Tanks will get a nice position, but up already 10 army supply. Colossus, Mass Stalker, Guardian Shield coming on in. If the Stalkers can get in range of the tanks, that would be huge. You can see the tanks are kind of behind the terrain, though. It's hard to finish them off. Gets 1 or 2 of them, but there's still 3 tanks back. The SCVs come in. Immortal does go down in that front line, but the 12 SCVs have already fallen. Remember, this is the 4th base. Estrella doesn't even need to defend this. He can warp in Zealots. Charges done in 30 seconds. The tanks are getting lifted forward with those medevacs. There's a pack of Marauders, but there's only 1 Marine in here. The Bio Rally should do okay versus the Stalkers, though. Stim, shields, medevacs, and a lot of Marauders do all right there. Stalkers and Colossus going on forwards on the left side, though. Tanks are being pulled back, and now they're going to siege a little bit further forward. He sieges them right there. Battery overcharge goes down, though. The Colossus Stalker pulling out of tank range. Really nice play by Estrella, the way he's baiting him. Stalker's going to come in from the left flank. Does he save the Nexus? No, he doesn't. The Stalkers are going to go to cut off the rally right now. Does he go in? He gets kind of sandwiched a little bit, but as long as he moves left, he can avoid this bio and just take out the rally. Great moves by Estrella using that mobility, and his army's going to go forward on the front at the same time. Blinks forward. He's going to start to take out 1 tank, 2 tank, and the 3rd tank will fall momentarily. His Stalkers on the left side don't get trapped, of course, using that blink mobility, and it seems like Estrella here at double the supply has absolutely smashed Percival. And I gotta tell you, you feel cheated in a game like this. This feels like, this is the thing about Estrella, is it kind of feels like my games against Rocker on the ladder, where I'm like, oh, he just does the silliest, crazy things that no one else does, and it always baits me into doing the wrong thing when I'm playing TVP. I think Percival has that feeling right now, where he's like, how the hell do you stop non-stop production off my barracks factory starport? How do you stop that push when you take a 2-minute 40 Nexus? That's not fair. That's an illegal move. All right, guys, let's go into game number 5 to decide the series. Gas first, and it looks like an engineering bay block build for Percival up against Estrella going for a gate scout. Look at this. The SCV has dodged the probe. The probe just moved through the middle of the map. Estrella has no idea. Oh, this is going to be a really nice start for Percival, guys. Percival's going to start that eBay right on 1 minute and 8 seconds. Oh, and Estrella's not rallying down until the very final moment. Oh, Estrella's in trouble. He's going to have to take a third base and then make some magic happen from there. I don't know what that magic will be, but he's going to have to do something amazing. Okay, there we go. Probe circling the main base. Engineering bay comes in, and yeah, Estrella just has to go take a third. He just queues another probe, cancels it, makes the third, makes a cyber core. Okay, I mean, this is about as good as he can do. The question is now, how the hell do you defend that base? Because I have a little bit of a feeling that Percival is going to build a factory and make Hellions and run them in. I mean, he might not. It's just so hard to defend Hellions from the spot Estrella's in. Now, Percival here, he's going reactor first, which is a bit weird. Normally you go marine and you get a really quick factory, and then you go reactor and you swap over. He's going to go... What? Oh my god, he's going for a sneaky bunker. Okay, Percival is memeing right now, guys, and he builds a second barracks in vision of the probe. Was he trying to... He's trying to trick Estrella. He builds a second barracks in Estrella's vision. This bunker makes no sense. These Marines are going to take like a minute to get across the map. I don't think there's any way they get in that bunker in time. Then, that being said, Estrella doesn't know about it. So maybe, but... Third barracks? Oh, what? Oh no, Percival's brain is broken, guys. He thinks the probe couldn't see that barracks. He's like, yeah, I hit it. I've been ranting about this for the last year, that Terrans always build their buildings too close to the wall. I'm like, are you guys stupid? Are you stupid, Pro Terran Police? That's literally in vision of the scanner. You could have built it there or there. He's doing a one-base bio all-in. He's trying to distract him with a bunker and some Marines, and he's literally built the all-in structure and given the information. He just showed his cards to Estrella. This is like playing poker with your grandma, and she's like got her cards face up the whole time, and I'm like, Grandma, you need to hide your cards. And she's like, oh, why? I don't want to cheat. You're like, no, you're making me cheat by doing this. Percival needs some damage done. He needs to get the Marines in the bunker. Get in the bunker. The probe's around from Estrella is good. Can he stop him? He stops him. Oh, it's a disaster for Percival. He can't get in the bunker. Cancels the battery. Estrella defends with just one Stalker. Goes for a third Nexus. What? You've seen he's going 2 barracks on 1 base. Why would you build it? Estrella! What are you doing? I know this series is being dumped. Maybe he can't believe it. Maybe he thinks the barracks gets canceled and it's actually a command center. He's like, nah, he's faking me out. It's a 1-base stim all-in. This is the dumbest all-in ever. That's kind of smart if you hide it, because normally nobody would do it. Estrella, for some reason, thinks taking a third Nexus is a good idea right now. I cannot, my brain cannot comprehend what I am watching, guys. Percival has given away the most all-in strategy that he could possibly do that relies on secrecy, and Estrella's like, oh, it's fine. Let's just get 2 okay, at least he's building a third gateway. But why would you build, why do you need a third Nexus here? It's insane. He's like, I need my third Nexus versus 1 base. As long as he doesn't probe it up, I'm okay with it. But he's already probing it. God damn it. This is the dumbest game I've watched in a while, guys. I mean, it's the fitting end to a 5-game series. Percival doing perhaps the worst executed all-in of all time. And Estrella being like, I need to be greedy and build a robo at my third right now. I'm like, yo, you guys are just bananas. I mean, obviously there's no healing. Every stim is wasted. So you can't stim to catch these Stalkers, because every stim loses you hit points permanently, right? So you can't do that. He's also got to pull the boys as well. So it's going to be a big SCV stim boy pull. But Estrella's massing sentries. Wait. No way! Estrella's whole plan was this from the beginning. I don't know why he built the robo out here on the gases. His whole plan was, oh, if you're going to 1-base all in me, I will just pull back to the natural. Oh my god, yeah, he sees the boy pull. He knows it. Look, because he knows he can't force field out here and here. It's too wide. So he's like, oh, I'll just defend here. So he's just going to abandon the third. I don't know why he built the robo out here. That still makes no sense. But other than that, if he just gets these probes out of here and defends his ramp, I mean, there's no way you can get up a ramp. Percival has no tech. He has no medevacs. Estrella's like, you know this is the worst all-in of all time, and I just win with force fields, right? Percival's like, how does he know? You built your barracks in front of him. You literally built your barracks in vision of the scout, Percival. I feel kind of bad for you. I don't want to shout at him too much. It's just, this is painful. This could have been a really clever, surprising all-in. He surprised him with the eBay block, and this is such a surprising follow-up. It really could have won the game. The probes turn around and kill the Marine that's chasing them. That's kind of hilarious. He's going to try and bust up the ramp, but dude, there's so many force fields. Estrella's just like, hello. Okay, third force field just to trap those SCVs. He could just warp in sentries all day. There's no follow-up. He's got 1 mule mining. Oh my god. Oh, this is the sad saddest all-in of all time. Estrella is doing that thing when you guys know when a little kid's trying to wrestle their dad and he just puts his hand on their forehead and they're just swinging their arms and they can't even reach him. And the dad's just laughing and the little kid is getting angrier and angrier. Oh, that's how that series just finished. Oh my God, Estrella just putting his hand on the forehead of Percival and laughing. Oh, unfortunate there for Percival, just building that barracks in Vision completely gave away his plan and could have been a fantastic cheesy win to finish off a cheesy series. But overall, guys, I got to say thank you for recommending this game. This was an absolute ridiculous barn burner of a match. Cheese, 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 kill, kill, kill. It was just, even the Data C game was economic cheese from Australia almost, right? It was like the greediest build of all time. This was a really fun series. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Click on some of the other videos around the screen. Check out some of the other crazy matches we have, and we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.